$124 trillion. That's not the national debt. That's not some made up number. That's how much wealth is about to change hands in the next 20 years. It's called the Great Wealth Transfer. And most capital raisers have no idea how to position themselves to capture it. This is the $100 million raise. I'm Kerbins. I help capital raisers build the marketing systems that attract accredited investors. My mission: document what actually works until we've helped operators raise $100 million. Let's get into it. We are living through the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. According to Cerulli Associates, $124 trillion will move from baby boomers to younger generations by 2048. That's not a typo. 124 trillion. To put that into perspective, that's about 4.5 times the entire US GDP. But here's what most people aren't talking about. It's not just about the money, it's about who's receiving it and how they make decisions. The investors inheriting this wealth are different. They're Millennials and Gen Z, and they're digital natives. Let me give you some numbers that should change how you think about capital raising. 72% of investors under 43 believe, and this is from the Bank of America, that traditional stocks and bonds alone won't give them the returns they need. 26% of millennials are actively looking to increase their exposure to private equity. 56% of Gen Z already has investments, and they started before age 21. And here's a kicker: 48% of younger investors learn about investing through social media. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. That's where they research, and that's where they build trust. Now think about how most syndicators and fund managers raise capital today. Country clubs, golf courses, warm introductions from their network. That playbook worked for 20 years. It's dying. The next generation of accredited investors isn't meeting you at the country club. They're researching you online. They're watching your content. They're judging your brand before they ever get on a call with you. And if your online presence looks amateur, you've already lost them. This is what I call the digital capital era. It's a fundamental shift in how capital gets raised. In the old world, capital raising was about who you knew. In the new world, it's about who knows you. Your brand is now your cap table. Your content is your credibility. Your funnel is your handshake. And if you don't understand how to build digital trust with accredited investors, you're going to get left behind. That's why I built this show. My name is Kerbins. I spent 10 years in marketing and brand strategy. Work with the government of Canada, work with numerous firms, and I've worked with teams that have raised over $20 million using digital strategies. Now, digital is very new, so that's why the number is so low. My expertise isn't deal underwriting. I'm not going to teach you about cap rates or IRR calculations. What I know is the infrastructure behind the raise, the brand architecture that makes you look institutional, the funnels that convert strangers into investor calls, the content systems that keep you visible without burning out, and the AI automation that qualifies leads while you sleep. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about the $100 million raise. I want to be very clear. $100 million is the cumulative capital I want to help operators raise. And here's what makes this different. It's not just my clients who count towards that number. If you watch this show and if you learn something from one of my videos, if you implement a strategy I share and it helps you raise capital, that counts as well. You're part of this mission. And here's what I want you to do. When you raise capital, whether you ever work with me directly or my team or not, I want to hear about it. Send me a video, send me a LinkedIn message, 60 seconds. Tell me what you raised and what helped. Because every dollar you raise using something you learned here, that goes towards our $100 million goal. This isn't about me building a business. This is about building a movement of operators who understand how digital capital works. Every week on this show, I'm going to do one of three things. One, interview capital raisers who've done it at scale, syndicators who've raised $5, $10, $20 million, $50 million, even $100 million. I'll extract exactly what worked. Two, teach you the marketing and branding systems that attract investor capital. Funnels, content, AI automations, the stuff I actually know. Three, break down case studies, what worked, what didn't, what I do differently, no fluff, no theory, and what actually moves the needle. If you're a syndicator or a fund manager or someone raising capital under Reg D, this show is for you. Here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe and DM me the word raise on LinkedIn. I'll send you our investor ready brand audit. It's a free self-assessment that shows you exactly where your digital presence is falling short. Because in the digital capital era, your brand isn't optional. It's your competitive advantage. $124 trillion is about to change hands. The operators who understand digital capital will capture it. And the ones who don't will wonder where all their investors went. I'm here to make sure you're in the first group. Next week, I'm breaking down why most syndicators look like amateurs online, and the one test that tells you instantly if your brand is investor ready. I'll see you then.